4. Let in the wind, let in the rain, let in the moors tonight. The storm beats on my window pane, night stands at my bedfoot. Let in the fear, let in the pain, let in the trees that toss and groan. Let in the north tonight. Let in the nameless, formless power that beats upon my door. Let in the ice, let in the snow, the banshee howling on the moor, the bracken bush on the bleak hillside. Let in the dead tonight. The whistling ghost behind the dike, the dead that rot in mire. Let in the thronging ancestors, the unfulfilled desire. Let in the wraith of the dead earl, let in the unborn tonight. Let in the cold, let in the wet, let in the loneliness, let in the quick, let in the dead, let in the unpeopled skies. Oh, how can virgin fingers weave a covering for the void? How can my fearful heart conceive gigantic solitude? How can a house so small contain a company so great? Let in the dark, let in the dead, let in your love tonight. Let in the snow that numbs the grave, let in the acorn tree, the mountain stream and mountain stone, let in the bitter sea. Fearful is my virgin heart and frail my virgin form. And must I then take pity on the raging of the storm that rose up from the great abyss before the earth was made, that pours the stars in cataracts and shakes this violent world? Let in the fire, let in the power, let in the invading might. Gentle must my fingers be and pitiful my heart, since I must bind in human form a living power so great, a living impulse great and wild that cries about my house with all the violence of desire, desiring this my peace. Pitiful my heart must hold the lonely stars at rest. Have pity on the raven's cry, the torrent and the eagle's wing, the icy water of the tarn, and on the biting blast. Let in the wound, let in the pain, let in your child tonight. Five. The sleeper at the rowan's foot dreams the darkness at the root, dreams the flow that ascends the vein and fills with world the dreamer's brain. Wild tree filled with wind and rain, day and night invade your dream. Unseen brightness of the sun, waters flowing underground rise in bud and flower and shoot. And the burden is so great of the dark flow from without, of sun streaming from the sky and the dead rising from the root, of the earth's desire to be in this dreaming incarnate, that world has overflowed the tree. Oh, do not wake, oh, do not wake the sleeper in the rowan's shade. Mountains rest within his thought, clouds are drifting in his brain, snows upon his eyelids fall, winds are piping in his song, night is gathered at his root, stars are blossoming in his crown, storm without finds peace within, world is resting in his dream. Lonely dreamer on the hill, I have dreamt 1,000 years. I have dreamt returning spring, earth's delight and golden sun. I have dreamt the pheasant's eye, the heather and the flashing burn. For the world has filled my dream. Dream has overflowed the tree. World without presses so sore upon the roots and branches fine. The dreamer can contain no more, and overflows in falling flowers, lets fall the bitter rowan fruit, harsh as tears and bright as blood, berries that the wild birds eat, till stripped of dream the sleeper lies, stripped of world the naked tree. But on the hillside I have heard the voice of the prophetic bird that feeds upon the bitter fruit. I have heard the blackbird sing, the wild music of the wind, utter the note the sun would cry, sing for the burn that flows away. The sleeper of the rowan tree, as full of earth as dream can know, as full of dream as tree can bear, sends the birds singing in the air, as full of world as song can cry. And yet the song is overflowed, for pressing at the tree's deep root, still underground, unformed, is world. The invading world must break the dream, so heavy is the weight of sky, so violent the waters flow, so vast the hills that would be born. Beyond the utterance of bird, the mountain voice that would be sung, the world of wild that would be man. The dream has overflowed the tree.